Greetings everyone and welcome to another Kaladesh Remastered traditional draft. Okay, so first pick, rare is gonna be a Metalwork Colossus. So this is actually interesting. I mean, of course, 11 mana 10/10 is unplayable, but it is quite easy to get this cost lower. But the thing is that it does say non-creature artifacts you control. So basically, these vehicles work when they are not creatures. And of course, there are some other things that can stay on the table for some time. But most of your artifacts will still be creatures most of the time, so I don't think I care about trying to get this thing to work, because we do have here we do have actually have Welding Sparks and Rich Scale Tasker. Both are actually very good cards. But I think I've played with the Welding Spark so many times. It is a very efficient removal spell, but this thing actually can, now that I pick it as the first pick, this can really, I will pick it now, because this is quite a sick effect. I mean, 5 mana, 5/5, the stats are good. Doesn't trample though, but you get to grow your other creatures with a significant margin, and this is not a temporary buff, it's a they are counters, so I actually want to try this, start with this. And now we have, I don't think there's any reason to, no reason to pick a non-green card in here. I take the Thriving Rhino, which is the, I mean, each of these are quite good, but this is the, I mean, this is the cheapest one of these, and this is quite a nice 3-drop too. That said, in the first pack, if someone wanted to start with the red removal spell, I definitely can understand that and wouldn't blame anyone from picking that. And if someone would have tried to go off with the Colossus, the rare, I think it's a reasonable pick as well. So, but I wanted to start with this, and maybe gonna have some well, I mean, decent creature curve, and then if this can give counters to one or to 2 or 3 creatures on the turn this enters battlefield, that's gonna be great. So now it's actually, we have the Vengeful Rebel in here, which is definitely nice, but I think the Revolution is just too good of a card to ignore. I wouldn't mind to pick the Seed Sculptor either, but I think I'm not gonna. This card is. There is also the Rogue Refiner, by the way. Should I try it? No, I'm sorry, I have to pick the removal now. I didn't pick it in the pack one, but this is something I can even splash because this is just a single caster, so I don't even have to end up red-green in order to play this. This is completely splashable card. And here we don't have any reasonable green, we don't have any reasonable red, and the best card in the pack is going to be the Daring Demolition. I don't like the hazardous conditions too much here, even though this deck might be quite okay with it, because I will easily have counters on my creatures, or otherwise more than 2 toughness, but it's still not such a great card, because the opponent might easily also have cards that don't care about the -2/-2 effect here. So I'm gonna take the best card in the pack, which is the Daring Demolition, and maybe this could be like a green-black splash red, but of course things can still change easily. This card doesn't have that many great. This pack doesn't have that many great cards. I might just take the Tiger. I mean, this 3-drop in here is just not necessarily what I'm looking for, and I'm definitely not locked into black here. I wouldn't want to pick another 5-drop though this early in the draft. I mean, I could take the Prism even, but I don't know. This doesn't really synergize necessarily with this deck, other than fixing mana for a potential splash. There's this 2-drop. Well, I guess I'll take the Tiger now, but usually you get a lot of 5-drops, so I'm not so sure if this was such a good pick here, because I don't think there were that many great cards in that pack, so maybe the pick was fine in the end. And here is actually a very weak pack for me. I mean, there's the Impeccable Timing. If I end up playing white, this is a fine card. But now that I play green, I have a reasonable chance to have like 3 power creatures. I don't usually like to play this Iron Thread Crusher, because 4 mana 6/6 is nice, but Crew 3 is not so great. But I might actually be willing to try this now. It can be okay if you have a lot of 3 power creatures, because when you have to crew vehicles by tapping 2 creatures, that's usually you don't want to be in that spot. You want to be able to crew them by tapping just one creature. So let's try to get there. I think in here I'm not gonna take the Livecraft Cavalry. I already have 2 5-drops in here. I think I'm gonna take the... This is again not a very exciting pack, but this Infiltrator is actually quite fine because it also synergizes with the Iron Thread Crusher. This even is actually made to crew things because this doesn't have to attack to deal the 1 damage. It's enough to get tapped, and of course if you crew something this will get tapped. But here, okay, they are not very good cards here. I think it is kind of between Audacious Infiltrator and the Malfunction. The Malfunction is at least removal and I guess splashable in some circumstances, so I'd rather take this one. So red and green and black. I don't know if there's like any color to open in here because this seems quite a mess, this draft so far. But let's see what the other packs bring forth. I think the choice here is between these 2 blue cards in case I end up playing blue after all. Do I want to have the turtle or the... I think 4-drops are not an issue. I take the 1-drop here just in case I end up playing blue here. It's a playable 1-drop, I think. Sailback, no, I have 5-drops, not caring about that. Revolutionary Rebuff, usually quite bad card. Defiant Salvager, I don't think I'm gonna... Well, okay, I take the rebuff. I mean, I don't think I'm gonna play black here. It was so not open in this pack that it's probably quite unlikely. But now, of course, I have to pick a black card because I'm not gonna play this Walker in this deck. I guess the Implement might be better. And here we have the Implement of Examination if we end up playing blue. And here we have an Ally Strangler. I think, yeah, this thing isn't just very good, so I'll take this. And, well, this... I mean, I have none of these cards are in my sideboard. Of course, this deck is quite a mess here. I have 3 green cards, 2 playable red cards. Like, I guess, if I count this as a black card, 3 playable black cards, and then I guess this is not the playable blue card, 3 playable blue cards, and 1 artifact that goes into any deck that has enough 3 power creatures. So let's see what this pack brings to us. There is gonna be... This is fine. I mean, 5 mana card. It requires 1 big guy. But it might be something I'm willing to try in this deck. I can have some big guys in the deck. Also, if I crew this, I can... Then it's 6. Otherwise, I actually would pick just like the Wanderer in here. I think I'm gonna try the Onslaught here. It's not the greatest removal spell, but it's something I'm willing to try here now. And here we have options. Yet another 5-drop. Can I try to have some kind of a... There's not that much mana acceleration in this format, sadly, because I don't want to jam up with the 5-drops. I have already like a 2, and then there's this monstrous Onslaught. But, I mean, I guess the Stomper would be nice, but I am gonna take the Thriving Rhino in here. Yeah, because this is actually an excellent 3-drop. Definitely, so it's actually an easy pick. Okay, talking about 5-drops. Well, I'm not gonna pass another Tusker. I mean, if nothing else, I can just not play the Tiger here. My double Tusker really makes me want to pick now a good mana curve of creatures, although I don't have any clue what is the other color in this deck. But let's pick the green card because I'm definitely playing green in this deck. Yeah, pretty easy choice there. And so there's Unlicensed Disintegration. So if I'm gonna go for the... Okay, well, this Daring Demolition is not splashable. This would have been... The Renegade is good too. There is also Die Young, so am I gonna actually go like... But if I'm gonna go red-black, I mean green-black splash for red, I think the Unlicensed Disintegration would be the better pick in that case. Although I don't currently have any way to enable the splash. I don't have like any mana fixing in here, so maybe the Die Young is the pick, or maybe it's just the Renegade after all. I mean, I think I'll take the Renegade because I'm surely playing green here, so it's pretty easy pick here because I'm not sure if I'm gonna end up playing black because I only have these 2 black cards. And now I would pick the Blooming Marsh in case black is gonna be what I play, but now that there is a Welding Sparks, I easily now pick this and I will be either playing red as my another main color or just splashing for the removal. Very easy pick here, I think. And well, there is the hazardous conditions. Well, again, I don't have any reason to be in black here because this Daring Demolition is the only black card worth playing and it's double caster, so I'm not gonna be able to splash it. How about these other things then? I mean, this is actually quite tough. I mean, I might just take the Appetite for the Unnatural. It's at least a card I can sideboard in. It's a good sideboard card. And here, it's gonna be the Infiltrator here, I think. I mean, at this point, I'm mostly likely be playing red-green here. Yeah, I'll take the 3-drop in here. Also, I like that my cards are able to crew this thing. Now we have a option. We could take a third of these Infiltrators, but I do have a 4 3-drops in fact. So I might just be picking this Pyrohelix in here. Yeah. And here we are going to pick. I guess I should put these things in the sideboard. Maybe I shouldn't waste time doing this, but let's put a couple of those. And it's gonna be it's not gonna be the Gremlins though. I have so few artifacts. I take another Appetite. It's a great sideboard card. And then I won't be playing this, and I won't be playing this. So this is my deck so far. How many creatures? 8 and 6 non-creatures. So still this Fireweaver is not that great. I think I take 1 boost spell here. It's fine. Destructive Tampering, yeah, for the sideboard. And then, well, where are my creatures? I don't see any creatures here. Just pick some trick I'm not gonna play. Yeah, sure, I'm not gonna play this, but I guess I might run out of playables in this deck because it took so long time to find the colors. So I might end up playing some of these weaker cards that are currently in my sideboard. Here, well, there is a creature I would definitely want to pick, this Pima Outrider, but I cannot pass this Welding Sparks. So yeah, that's the pick. And then again, Faithful Showdown. I have seen this so many times in these drafts, but it's not a good card, so I'll take the Great Removal here, of course, and I hope to get either of these 3-drops maybe back. There's a good chance for that. I do need 2-drops though. That's actually a problem in this deck, and I don't want to start with this Cathartic, whatever it is, Reunion. So currently I'm at 8 creatures only. Are there any playable creatures in here? There doesn't seem to be that much, and I don't want to play the 5-drop, but maybe if I might have to. Yeah, this is not good. It's going to be the. I mean, Hunter Week is nice and all, but I do have some removal here, and I just need creatures, and I need also early drops. So this Renegade is gonna do a good job of holding the ground until I get to my 5-drops in here. It's not good at crewing these, but I do have here quite a few 3 power creatures. Okay, this is exactly what I want, although there are 2 things exactly what I want. Well, I mean, I take the better one out of the 2, but I actually would have preferred that these would have come in different packs, so maybe I could have picked 2 of these, but well, let's take this one. Definitely a good card for the deck. So I'm still like needing 5 more cards in here. I guess my sideboard can help in that. I have 7 red cards, 10 green cards, only 10 creatures, so I would ideally have like at least 4 creatures here. What about the curve? Yeah, no 4-drops at all. Oh, I guess this Crusher is 1. And then of course there is this removal thing as well. I'm not really keen on playing this Infusion, but it's here just because I'm running out of playables, so I just want to keep it here. It's gonna be my first cut if I end up going to above 23 cards here. Now I could take the Renegade, but I think I'm gonna take the Visionary. I mean, not this is Revolutionary, because I have some ways to get +1/+1 counters. For example, these things can get. These things, oh, okay, that's pretty easy. I mean, my evaluation of this card has gone quite low. This also can crew this Crusher, which I'm going to play in this deck. And then this is great because it's just a creature that is playable. And this I have so many 5-drops that having this is, I don't need to accelerate into 6 mana, but I definitely want to get to 5 mana, so this guarantees me that. So definitely a great pick in here. Autophagiani, this is not very good. Too bad this pack doesn't give me anything good. I don't think I want to play 2 of these boost spells. I just don't wanna do that. I just take the rare for collection purposes. And so the Puzzle Knot is the only card here I'm interested in playing, so I guess I can pick that. And it's going to be the Artisan. I might even play it in this deck. A defensive guy that gives me time to play my 5-drops. Sure. And well, now I'm pretty happy to pick this Infiltrator. I mean, I could pick this 2-drop. It's not really that bad of an idea. I have like 1 2-drop and then 2 1-drops and a lot of 3-drops, so I'm actually going to take the Eager Construct instead. Even though this one cannot crew this alone, but I think that shouldn't be that big of a problem in this deck. The Solvent here is, well, I don't think I want to main deck it necessarily. Hijack. How about the Skygate? Is this something I might want to sideboard against certain decks? I don't think Hijack is something I'm interested in, so let's take the 0-4. And here we have, I guess, Reservoir Walker. And then a playable card, but not for my colors, as the last pick. Okay, so this is gonna be I'm not gonna splash for anything. I did get this one Wild Wanderer that would enable some kind of a splash, but there's not really nothing worth splashing in here, so I mean, I guess the Malfunction, but that's the only one card here, so no. Alright, so let's see, it's gonna be a red-green deck. These are the cards I'm planning to leave on the to the sideboard right now. I might consider something like playing these. No, actually not in the main deck. I might sideboard into more beefy guys. So these are my. I have like very few early game plays here, but I guess I have a lot of 3-drops, so I might miss the 2-drop occasionally, but at least I should have a 3-drop in every game. Alright, so let's see the mana curve. Let's just cut the lands for now. And okay, I'm not gonna cut any of the 5s and not any of the 4s. And I'm not, well, this is 23 cards, so if I will cut something, I would have to replace that card with something in my sideboard. Total amount of creatures is 14, which is, I guess, acceptable. I mean, this is actually fine because I have a couple of these rhinos, so getting some extra energy wouldn't be that bad. Okay, well, I think this is the deck. Yeah, my plan is kind of, well, maybe have some of these early game plays. Then I have these 3-drops. I should be able to play always something on turn 3, and then my kind of finishers are here, these 5-drops, and I guess this Crusher can be a finisher too. I have here removal, a Chandra's Revolution, couple of Wielding Sparks, and a Hungry Flames. That's like a 4 good removal right there. The Pyrohelix can get rid of something small. I suppose this one too, and then I have the this Monstrous Onslaught as well. This is not really the good thing about this spell, that is that it says that where X is the greatest power among creatures you control as you cast this spell. So opponent cannot like respond by killing my high power creature. This damage is locked in the moment I cast it. So it's not really the same as a fight spell, for example. So if as long as I have like a 4 or 5 power creature when I cast this, I can deal a bunch of damage with this. So this is the deck. 7 and 13. Yeah, I'm definitely playing like am I gonna play like... Okay, I have so many green double casters that and so few red early plays that I'm actually gonna play 10-7. I also have green 1-drops here, so 10 forest, 7 mountain is definitely the correct mana base for this deck. Let's see something. For example, these. Okay, so I think this deck has potential. I would have wanted maybe some better 2-drops. And definitely I am not a fan of playing this puzzle not because I have like no artifact synergies whatsoever. So I'm pretty sure this is going to be the first card I'm going to cut when I'm sideboarding something in. I think I still want to start with this in the main deck because there are a lot of one toughness creatures in this format. At least some server tokens and a couple of X1s too. Alright, so this is it, and let's see how the matches go. Okay, hello opponent, find me something. This is one of the, I think this is there's like a less than 24 hours for this traditional draft Kaladesh Remastered to be active, so I guess not many people are playing at this point anymore. There will of course be the draft challenge coming up next, but I suppose this video will be uploaded after I have uploaded the draft challenge videos, who knows, but well, anyway, I play first, and this is definitely a hand I'm gonna keep. This High Spire Artisan, because it's like a 03, I don't really... It has Fabricate, but it's basically almost always a 1/4 for 3. I don't really see many reasons to play this as a 03 plus a 1/1. I mean, there are of course some reasons, but most of the time this will be just a 1 for reach, which is, I mean, a decent defensive creature. Now I'm here thinking that do I want to even attack with the Renegade? Well, I guess I am going to do that because regardless, I mean, this will be trading with this anyway. So let's just see if they're gonna take 1 damage, because I will have of course a good blocker for this, so I'm not gonna... I mean, there's actually a reason to consider making the token... No, actually no, because it can't block this. Yeah, if this was something that could be blocked by this server token, then actually I might take it, and this Tusker would then have some additional value. Although this as a 2/5 might be not so bad either, so let's just do it like this. And I'm glad I drew the 4th land now. I can play the Wanderer, and I have my 5-drops up, so this actually seems pretty nice curving out for me. I was also able to kind of neutralize their 2-drop 3-power creature in a way, because I have this thing. Okay, so they are probably gonna make a token, and there's some kind of a go wide deck there most likely. And now I have to think about, do I want to... I'm not gonna attack with this anymore now. I'm just gonna wait to actually give a counter to it. I don't want to trade with the Artisan here. So here, let's pick up... Well, I don't really need that many red mana, so I'll take more green, even though I have 1 in my hand. And the next turn I'm gonna play the Tiger, and then I'm not gonna play the Tusker basically in quite some time. If I draw more creatures, I'm going to just drop all my creatures before I drop the Tusker. So red-white deck, they might have... Well, that's not a problematic card. And they might have these angels that boost their team. But I don't think it's such a bad... If they have that for the next turn, this will be a 4-2. I can block with the Renegade. And this will be a 3-3. I can just, if I want to, I can trade with the Wanderer. Or just block with this thing. This has minis, but I have a lot of life and I will play the... I definitely play this Tiger here now and try to maximize my value for the Tusk. I guess ideally I draw another 2 or 3 drop creature next turn. I can play these two and then turn after that I can make a huge Tusk turn here. But let's see if they have the Angel now. I actually have a blocker for the Angel, so it doesn't even give it. The 3/3 flyer won't even be that problematic until they deal with this thing. Okay, that's fine. That is fine, and that's also fine. So, okay, well that is actually that is amazing. Currently, if I play it, they are tapped out. They can't boost anything. I could just get rid of with. I mean, I could get greedy here, of course, and play, for example, now the Tusker. Then I can deal 1 additional damage. But if I don't do that, I can just get rid of 2 of these 3/1s and then I guess the Spider-Side Infiltrator. And then I can also start attacking with this Tiger in here. They're not gonna block it. Because I'm gonna make it a 6/6, of course. So this might be my spot to do that. Although it would be quite strong to do it on the next turn too, if they tap out for something. It's actually, I mean, this is the less risky play. I guess I guess I have such a strong, a strong continuation here that I don't need to kind of try to max out this too much because this is gonna be great anyway. I don't want to trade this. I make this now a 6/6. So they have only 2 cards here. So I got rid of 3 cards. I mean 3 for 1 is definitely great here, and I still have a strong continuation here. Now if they have some kind of mass boost, their attacks are so much worse now because I basically killed 9 power out of their board with 1 card and 5 mana. That was amazing. Also my deck is, I have Chandra's Pyrohelix and I have the red puzzle. They did have this thing right now, so this was a great choice to play this Onslaught there. So here we are going to just simply choose to... I mean, I guess I don't care about the menace guy because I'm winning the race here. I can't just block maybe this guy and then this guy and take the 4 damage there. No big deal. Yeah, it's fine. And here it's time to... Well, it's time to do what exactly? This being a 5/5, this being a 4/3, I'm kinda actually wanting to do this still. I don't have that great of an attack in here. If I now play this, I will actually get... Now I can afford to get a bit greedier here. And I can make this attack. This will be trading with these things. I mean, basically this anyway. So I don't know why did I play this pre-combat. That was stupid, but maybe I didn't realize that I'm going to attack with this guy. So the reason I attacked with this because this will trade as a 4/3. This will be trading with these guys anyway, so I don't mind if they trade it right away. So next turn, I'm pretty sure that even if I draw some creature, I'm probably going to not play the Tusker. I'm gonna get 4 +1/+1 counters here. It's going to be very strong. They are at 9 life, so they are gonna need to... They're gonna need to start making some blocks here. The first striker isn't that big of a deal, but the red puzzle knot and the Chandra's Pyrohelix will be great in this deck. They have so many 1 toughness creatures. So are they gonna attack with anyone? No, they are Actually, I have 7 mana here, right? I do, so I can get the full value out of this thing. Yeah, definitely. Let's scry first and then put the final nail in their coffin. No need for a land. And this should be pretty good. Definitely attacking with everyone. I don't care if they double block the tiger, lose the flyer. I have so much power in here. They can just... If I attack with the artisan, that means that... Okay, they didn't want to continue. I mean, well, yeah, I would have attacked with the army. If they could, of course, double block this. This is 2-5. Double block with these. They get to eat it, but then again, my rest of my guys are gonna just kill them. So that was pretty easy game there. And the 5 mana sorcery that I used to kill these guys, that was definitely the back-breaking moment for them. So a lot of aggressive stuff. So actually this 1/4 is gonna be very nice against their deck here. Do I have anything else? So I didn't see any artifacts there other than this servo token, so no reason to sideboard that kind of stuff in anything that deals with artifacts. This Reservoir Walker, no, it's just a 5-drop and I have enough of those. This Skygate, well, this is not great against the 3/1s that can't be blocked by artifact creatures, so this could be something I play this untaps as well, so I can kind of try to raise them and then have a surprise blocker. But is there anything I want to cut? Actually, no. I mean, actually the High Spire Infusion. Well, that is actually something I could cut, and I'd rather have this 1 mana trick. This is better in a defensive, when playing defensively. Yeah, that's the sideboard decision I'm gonna make. I don't need anything else in here. I don't need to cut anything. I don't need to put anything else in. So now I really want to have some play on the turn 2 because I will be on the draw and I do have a play here. This can be backbreaking again if I have so many creatures with decent power that it definitely I should be able to get. I mean, I rather easily a 2-for-1 with this card. They have the Ether Chaser, and now it's gonna be a bit risky now because yeah, I'm actually doing like this. I'm gonna double block that thing, and if they have a trick there, I might get them good with this courage here. I'm not gonna attack with this because it would be too... I would just be showing what I'm having. Now they don't know that I have something here. So let's see. So now I could play the courage in here, but I don't need 2 of these Death Butchers here, so 1 is enough. I will leave this for some other purpose. Okay, they got that. And this has improvise, but I'm not going to... I'm gonna just keep this as a blocker to the 1/1. There's no reason to attack for 1 here. I mean, it has improvise. I mean, it has menace, so I am unable to block it. Then it's gonna be a Wildfast Monitor, another thing that can have menace, so I need a creature right now. Or that. I think it should be my... I think I should do it right now that they are mostly tapped out. I'm still not gonna attack here. And next turn I will play the Tusker, of course, which only gives me 1 counter, but I mean, of course I need to make the play. And then of course this is gonna be a pretty good one for the but the Monstrous Onslaught will be good. Now I have to actually make a decision. Do I want to just... Because I'm taking 6 damage here, I might just get rid of the... Use my courage here right now. Yeah, otherwise, yeah, I actually want to do it now. So I will block this and play these to save it. Of course, it's a very good trade for them because they had this for free, but I don't want to drop too low here. So I'll just play this and hopefully they can't get rid of this, at least not with the damage space. I mean, if they get rid of this by using like the pacifism variant, that's fine. The onslaught will be working. And of course I can't get a 2-for-1 unless they play something with 2-or-1 toughness here, but I would, well, I mean, they can have like another eagle, that would be bad. So let's see if they have, that's, okay, that's bad. Now I'm actually dropping to 5 here. Yeah, this menace thing actually is now very relevant. Very relevant here, I can't really, yeah, this is very bad. I can kill this, but I can't. Too bad, I needed one more power in here. So maybe if I save this. I'm not this, but the boost spell. Actually, I didn't consider that. I maybe should have. Yeah, that actually would have been maybe better. Save the boost spell for this, and I can have 6 power and get rid of those both. Well, anyway, this has to be the case, and now I'm gonna drop 2, actually 2, and if I don't draw a creature or removal next turn, I can't win. But yeah, they had a good, well, I mean, they had a pretty regular curve out. Maybe I was just missing too many creatures. Well, I did have here. Okay, well, I don't know. It's just they had a better draw than me this game. But they are definitely having some creature, and well, that's enough too. The Pyrohelix isn't that great against me because I don't think I have many creatures that are vulnerable to it. Yeah, but actually my 3-drops are. Anyway, I didn't see any artifacts other than the World Fast Monitor, but that alone is not enough to sideboard in any of this kind of stuff. Basically this. I'm just gonna go with this and hopefully I draw a little bit better now. But yeah, I maybe should have considered leaving the boost spell. Well, I mean, I would have taken 2 additional damage there. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I wasn't supposed to trade with the 1/1 servo token that was temporarily boosted to a 2/2 there. Yeah, they had the turn 3 menace guy because yeah, they had actually pretty nice curve there because they was able to play that attack with the 2/1 first striker to create the servo token, and then they had the 3 lands and the servo token, so they could play the 3/3 menace on turn 3, and then that was able to deal a bunch of damage because I really didn't have enough blockers in here. So that started the damage clock, and then they had the flyer, which I couldn't answer efficiently. So that was the reason I lost so quickly so much life. So let's see what's this gonna be. I mean, I will need absolutely the 3rd land, but when I do, I can do some nice stuff. I can take one of their 1 toughness creatures out, and they had a lot of such a 2-drops that have only 1 toughness. Okay, that's okay. Now this is, or at least this was a 3-drop. So if I draw 1 land, I have a lot of stuff to play. But okay, that's fine. Okay, that was very good. I can. Well, actually, I'll play this for now. It still can block, and if they have some trick to get rid of the artisan, so be it. I'd maybe rather have them play like another 1 toughness creature so that my puzzle knot can get good value. If I played it now, then they wouldn't have just played any 1 toughness creature there. So okay, that is fine. And I can maybe get them with the ornamental courage now. At least I will try. That worked. Okay, now I can just hopefully draw some more lands, and when I get the land I can just simply start. Yeah, this gets me the 5th land and then I'm all set. And now it's time to actually play this. I can play block this 3-3 with the artisan here, so I don't have to Hungry Flames right now. It's a good option to have available though. So it was a good draw. I mean, if I don't draw land, drawing this Hungry Flames was definitely a very good draw. So I will get... Yeah, when I draw the 4th land, even if it's a mountain, I still get my another green source for the Molfist Revolutionary. After I fetch the land with this thing. And I'm at 19. So yeah, let's just let them use their trick. They had a Chandra's Pyrohelix there, I think, so they're probably just gonna now finish it. Well, or not. Okay. Okay, now that I have the Hungry Flames here, I can attack with my Rhino in here. Well, I can't attack because they did that. That's okay. No attacks, and then I will Wild Wanderer for the... Yeah, I mean, I could play the Revolutionary here and give a counter to this Artisan, but I can do that later. And this puzzle not being in here, that means that they have numerous 1 toughness creatures, so they're probably not gonna play one until they draw 2 of those. So them having cards in hand may mean that they just have a card creature they don't want to be playing right now. Okay, so that thing has now menace. Are they gonna attack with both of them or just with the... Yeah, I'm just gonna do this. Let's see what they have. I could double block, but I'm not caring about if this trades with the trick, so be it. Okay. It's fine, Hungry Flames gets rid of that. And yeah, I can double spell now. They're gonna array my Rhino, I'm sure of that. Then I'm not gonna attack, but I am going to play this, and now I'm gonna make the Artisan bigger. And I will leave the Hungry Flames up in here. Now I'm just basically waiting to draw my 5 drops and whatnot. I have 2 removals, so any problematic flyer they might have, or anything, I can just get rid of them, because these ground guys are not gonna cut it. They need something else to win. So basically my Rhino is not gonna be able to attack here because they are going to have the 2 mana up always, but I will draw at some point more creatures they need to kind of lock down, so it's not such a big deal. I also have another one of these Rhinos, and I have 3 5-drop creatures, and yeah, I think I'm doing good here. But still, they might have some crazy bomb in their deck, and I might just be losing to such a card, but at least now they are in the think tank. What they want to do. Do they want to start kind of forcing through some damage? I don't see how that could be the decision to be made. Okay, that's fine. I still can block the Artisan in here unless they have removal for the revolutionary here. What's this gonna be? Okay, that has menace, fine. Let's see what's it gonna be. I could have played Hungry Flames here, but I wanted to make sure that these things trade. So I'm gonna just, yeah, kill that thing now. Hungry Flames gets rid of this thing. And then I can just, well, that was nice too, but of course I'm gonna just start to raise here now. I have 2-3 power creatures, and then, I mean, they are gonna deal 3 now, but I'm still at 10. And I have the Chandra's Revolution here. They can only tap one of my guys, and then the beauty of this is that when I go to attacks, they're gonna tap one of these guys, and then I can respond by crewing the Crusher. I'm definitely not gonna crew the Crusher as long as they have mana to use the array here, but this is actually quite nice now because they don't have very good. I mean, yeah, well, I just explained what will happen when they try to tap one of my guys. So basically they don't tap anything and they are facing 6 damage here. And yep. Let's attack. They are not gonna tap. I mean, they might tap if they have some kind of answer to this Crusher, but they don't, so let's do it like this. And then I'm gonna just Chandra's Revolution away this thing for sure. And I'm gonna leave mana up for the puzzle knot. So this and this. Yeah, they didn't have. I mean, they probably had the one toughness, at least one toughness creature, which was useless with the puzzle not in play, and they weren't able to utilize the tapper in a good way because I had this combination of cards here. Okay. So that was the first match of the draft. So I am on the draw. Sorry. And yeah, this is a decent hand. I have something to get rid of their 2-drop perhaps, and then I have a 3-drop, and well, just need to draw a couple of lands to get my 5 mana stuff rolling. And land was definitely a nice draw in there. That I can't get rid of with the Pyrohelix. Too bad, because, well, at least I have the Revolution for them now that I drew it. That was actually a very nice draw. So it's gonna be a 3-4, but I can kill it next turn. Nice on-curve play there. And then I will have a 5-drop hopefully coming up in a couple of turns. Let's see what is their play now. Okay, that is acceptable. They make a token, I'm sure. And then it's gonna be the Chandra's Revolution. Now that they are tapped out, I can lock one of their lands too. And there is no reason to attack in here. I have the Tusker here and things like that. I'm not gonna trade with a 2-2. I'd rather just take the 2 damage in here now. They missed their land drop last turn. Did they miss it now? They did not. They can return something, but I don't see that. Well, they can return a land, of course. And sadly, I did not draw the land in here. But it's fine. I can just, I think I'm gonna just do like this, and I leave the Pyro Helix up. Or do I want to just get rid of one of these guys right now? That actually might make me sense, because I don't want to block these, because I have the Tusker coming up. So I'm just gonna get rid of this thing. Hopefully they don't have the boost spell with 1 mana. Yeah, so I can take now 2 more damage here, no big deal. Then this will generate the 5th mana if need be. Okay, so when an artifact or creature enters the battlefield, something triggers, it triggers additional time. Okay. So, am I gonna just actually now play the Wild Wanderer perhaps? Yeah, I think I have time to wait to get some more value from my 5 drops. No reason to attack. Because again, I don't want to trade with, because these guys will have 3 toughness quite soon. Token or counter token, okay, so they are gonna probably have some mass boost effects here. And by the way, now they had the Panharmonicon doing some good stuff. Now if they have, by the way, the Angel, that's gonna be quite nasty. The Angel that it would give +2/+2 to their team and vigilance. So actually I have to probably set up my Monstrous Onslaught for the next turn. I will play this Tusker now. I mean, I could get more greedy and play this Tiger now, but no, now it's time to actually just play the Tusker. Yeah. And do I want to attack? Yeah, I would block. They can double block with a 1/1 and the mechanic. I will attack with 1 guy just to start the race here. And hopefully, yeah, now let's see if they have the Angel. I will take a lot of damage, but okay, they do. But gladly, I do have the Tusker, which can just eat one of their guys. So that is perfect. That is perfect. So this will eat that guy, and I'm gonna make some kind of block in here. Probably the conduit. I don't need the mana anymore. So this is gonna... I guess I could just double block the mechanic in here. And then I can kill most of their guys. I mean, this will be a 3/3. And I mean, I will of course drop to pretty low life total. I would be dropping to 6 here if I do this, but might be worth it. Then I can, because I can use the Monstrous Onslaught to deal 5, 3 to the Eagle and 2 of these tokens. They will be left with 1 token only. Yeah, that's absolutely what I want to do in here. I mean, why would I double block? I can just single block with it. Definitely, this is enough. So, do I want to trade? I don't want to trade with that. So this is gonna be the... So that will be Monstrous Onslaught now, dealing 5. And this is great. I can now start the attacks. I think I'm gonna play the Renegade here, so I will attack for 9 in here. They won't have any easy time to deal 6 damage, so they would have to get rid of my... I mean, there's one card, let's see. There is this green-white uncommon that says that either your team gets +2/+2 and vigilance, or 1 creature gets +5/+5 and trample. But this would be only a 6/6 trample. I can still block it with this thing. So yeah. They would have to have like an additional land and a boost spell that costs 1 mana. Well, the format does have a white spell that gives +2/+2. Well, that's a pretty specific set of cards they would need to have in order to win right now. And of course I am here threatening, pretty much lethal here. But that's fine. They have 3 mana available, and now I can just do what exactly? None of my guys trambles. They have 7, so if they let's say they can block these with that, then they cannot actually take the rest of this damage through. No, they cannot. I still can leave this Renegade to just to block and be like play it very safely. No, actually, now I have the puzzle not here. Definitely, this is the correct. I mean, okay, I have also the welding sparks. I didn't even. Stupid me. Sorry about that. Definitely, I can just go for the lethal here. I mean, I can force them to have a boost spell here. Yeah, I mean, I was just so thinking about what creature should I play this turn, but definitely I can just get rid of the blockers and attack for lethal, or force them to have some kind of a boost spell, and which it would be of course good that if they have one they would use that sort of spell on my turn. So yeah, I kill this and then try to kill this and see what happens and win after that. Okay, so green white is kind of a go white deck. They have this Panharmonicon, so I didn't see any other artifact or enchantment, so I'm not sure if I want to actually bother with this appetite for the unnatural here. All of these cards are reasonable. I think even the puzzle knot, maybe. At least it gets rid of this kind of a... But maybe I will just not bother with the puzzle knot and play this boost spell instead. Yeah, that actually might be better. Also good for racing because you can untap some guy you attacked with. Yeah, it's not actually that bad of a 1 mana trick. The untap thing can really be relevant. Yes, this is a keep because I have the conduit here and should be able to do stuff here. Green-white has not really that many removal spells. Didn't draw a land yet, but I guess it's fine so far. That's gonna create a token, I guess. No, but now I got a land naturally here, so... I'm just thinking about attacking here. I could actually attack. If they block, I can play the ornamental courage and then it's untapped again. I can still play the 3-drop after that. Then again, I kinda telegraph what I'm holding here, but they don't know exactly what it's gonna be. And if they don't block, then I just play my 3-drop anyway. Okay, let's do that. I wouldn't mind getting rid of this guy with just a 1 mana spell. That would be nice for tempo. And I will play this Infiltrator. I try to leave this for a situation where I actually have a +1/+1 counter. I mean, I could give myself additional energy. It wouldn't be completely useless, but I rather try to trade with this stuff. Okay, now I have a reason to sideboard in artifact removal, because this is quite nice. Can be crewed with just one. This is actually one of the better vehicles in the set, I think. So what I'm gonna do here now, I could pretty safely attack with both because they can block with the 4/4, but I also have the High Spire Infusion in here. So I could just try to raise here, because I can't kill this with the Hungry Flames. I mean, I could kill this with Hungry Flames, but they can just play anything and still crew an attack with it. So I just rather try to raise this. I mean, if I had drew a land, I would of course play this tiger, but I didn't draw a land, so I will just have a 3 mana play for this turn, I think. So let's see what happens now. This should be a pretty safe attack. I mean, they can only block with one of these two, and I have a good place, whichever they choose, and they might just choose to take 5 here, of course. Now they want to see what trick I have, so it's gonna be this. And then I am going to play my... I mean, I guess I could play these two, and then this would be a... But it's just a one... It can't even block this thing, so... Let's just play a 3-power guy instead. I can rebuy the energy here now. Because if they play one creature and that... I mean, they can easily have like a fabricate creature here too. Well, that does not do anything. Okay, so now it's kinda interesting. I do have mana for the tiger, but I still want to attack. Maybe I'll just attack with my 3-power guys. They are quite likely to block with the Untethered Express. It only gets a counter when it attacks, so I don't mind. I can use the High Spire Infusion here. So... yeah, I'm not gonna attack with the Conduit. I need the mana from it. And I could now just kill the judge, but I can do that later. I play this thing now. And this is gonna be a 1/4. Not the greatest card here, but still good to play these cards from my hand. Okay, they can get the Prism here, but it's gonna cost them 2 mana, so it's... well, it's card advantage, but that was some... cost some tempo for them, because now I can actually just... I could actually just kill the judge, attack with everyone, play the renegade. That has to be better than just attacking with these two. It would be nice to play the tiger, but this is just a better... They are now gonna have to block. I mean, they are actually gonna almost die here, so... so that was definitely a worthy thing. Now I just hope they don't have a land fumigate, because that's the only possible way for them to get back into the game there. Okay, so the combat tricks did a lot of work in that matchup. Both the +1/+3 and the +3/+3 were very important for my victory in there. Okay, I get to be on the play, but I don't get to keep this hand. It's just... this doesn't function at all, so at easy mulligan here. This is acceptable, and I don't need double red, but I do need double green in this deck, so I'm just gonna opponent mulligan at least once, get rid of the mountain here, and let's see, are they gonna keep this or mulligan further? They kept the 6 as well. Yeah, I can just play the Death Toucher here. Okay, do they get additional value from the crane? They did. P-foul. Sure. Well, at least I can attack with the Death Toucher, and then I can play the Infiltrator. And I have a flying reach here to block their flying guys, but this is only 1 power, so it's not such a big deal now. And I can get rid of one creature they will be playing. Is it gonna be that? Well, I will definitely try to trade it with the boost spell instead. They probably are going to block the Infiltrator here, and I'm gonna... Now they're tapped out, so it's very safe to play this now. I can save the Chandra's Revolution for something else. Can't double spell though, but it's fine. Yeah, that I think I just have to kill with the Revolution here. Yeah, and land. Well, I guess don't know which is more important. Then I can play the High Spire Artisan, give it a counter and then give it another counter. Although 2-5 isn't necessarily that great in here, but at least it's a good blocker for any flyer there. Let's see if they have another 4 toughness blocker. I hope they don't, but if they do, it's gonna be annoying. Well, now I can just trade with that guy. Okay, definitely need to trade with it now. So they're going to 10 now. So now they're gonna have a 2-5 blocker. Well, I have a Death Touch guy here still, so they're gonna have to deal with it somehow at some point. Prism. That's gonna win the long game for them. Okay, then. Sadly, I can't. I mean, I don't even know why I played this pre-com, but they're gonna block the 2-5 anyway, so I can't imagine them. Well, I guess I can attack with it anyway. I mean, well, if I don't think they are gonna even attack, and if they are, I take 1 damage, no big deal. But yeah, this costs 4 mana to activate. They are not quite there yet to start making this happen every turn. That's of course a very good one. So my Death Toucher here is still doing some little work. And that isn't only gonna deal 3 damage currently. That's not enough, so I can only attack with my Death Toucher. Well, actually I could attack with the Revolutionary, give the Artisan a counter and then finish this guy. It's not ideal, but it's something I can do. They can of course just block with the Crane here, but that's fine, then I don't lose my guy. It's the free attack in that case. Yeah, I think I want to get rid of the Serpent. It's gonna be a 2-for-1. I mean, I use 2 cards and they will lose. And they will lose only 1 card, but it's such a high impact card that it makes sense. Okay, that is fine too. I can do that. Now they can make this 1-1s, and they can even give this equipment to them, but the 3 toughness is not enough. But okay, they had that. Now I'm not gonna be in a good shape. Definitely gonna be tough now. Because they can just stall the board. I mean, this is fine, but not good enough, because they can stall the board and start creating these 1-1 flyers. That's going to be bad. They can even trade with the Renegade if they chose to do so, and why wouldn't they? Because those flyers aren't gonna be able to deal anything quite yet, because I have a reach blocker here, but I mean they are gonna get a mass of them, and at some point they will be able to start pushing through. My outs are not that great because this Serpent is very, very good blocker for anything I have. I guess I can draw a sequence of cards. That helps, but yeah, I wanted to get rid of the... Oh, that was nice. 7 damage from this thing. Okay, now I'm just not gonna win here. But yeah, the reason I got rid of this 5-6 by using 2 cards is that I don't have I have very much trouble dealing with this 5-6 with this deck. So I just conceded there because there's no. I mean, I had 2 lands and they can just pump those tokens. I have no way to push through here. So let's just save some time. Do I wanna have like a malfunction in here? Just to get rid of an additional way to get rid of this one of these serpents. I kind of feel like I might want to have it in here. So I cut one, but I have only one way to fix mana. That's the problem actually. If I had 2 ways to fix mana, I would have to actually play like 2 islands and the Wanderer have a malfunction. Maybe this for card draw. And I do want to get rid of the... At least one of these is needed here. Probably. I'm not sure about the blue splash, but I just want to check out if it seems reasonable or not, because now I would have to cut 3 cards. What of my cards are the most worthless ones? I guess... I mean, I don't need to play this implement. I was just thinking about that I might want to have some... card draw here as well against them. Okay, the puzzle note is the easy cut here. This is one way to try to get rid of the 5-6, so maybe I'll keep the boost spell, even though I already showed it to them. Did I? Yeah, I did. Maybe this isn't very good. No, it's not. I still want to have creatures here, so I want to cut kind of... I mean, probably the implement might just be... Yeah, I'm not gonna splash for it. Pyrohelix? Well, at least there's some 2 toughness guys in here, so... Okay, let's lose the implement. I will splash for the malfunction because it's one of the few ways to get rid of their... I guess there's the solvent too, but it's quite expensive. Yeah, I'll do it like this. Because they have those Giasika serpents, they are very much poisonous against me, so... That is the reason I splashed the malfunction there. It's fine. Not great by any means, but I have the 1 drop here, and then I do have the Revolution and the Rich Scale Tusker, so basically I want to just draw some creature cards here more. That's good, that's very nice. Hopefully they don't have a Welding Sparks for it. Although their Welding Sparks will be able to deal a massive amount of damage, they have so many artifacts, so actually it doesn't matter even. Okay, that's a good 5-drop to have. So now I have a 3-drop here, and then I will have a 4-drop in Chandra's Revolution if I decide to cast it. So let's see what it's gonna be. I think I'm gonna cast it because I'm not really feeling like... I don't really feel like them double blocking this. I want to give them some... I want to apply some pressure in here. Also, this is gonna make their land... This is gonna screw up their curve a bit, so... Definitely makes sense to do it in this stage of the game. Now if I draw a land, I get this. I hope I do draw it right away. That's a nice one, but it's not gonna be able to double block the Rhino. That's perfect. I could make this actually and I will make it a 4-5. Let's take the energy. And I'm not gonna attack with this Renegade, it will be a 2-3 very soon. crane is not... It's only 1 power, so... They got that, that's only 2 power, so... And they play the prism, which doesn't do much now. Okay, so I did draw the land, so I was thinking about whether I should play this pre-combat. I mean, post-combat, if there is a trade, and I believe there is gonna be... Well, no, actually they don't have even good trades here. I have 5-5, 5-6, and 2-3 Death Toucher. And they would have to double block. So yeah, definitely I play this now. Because I do have the green mana for it. And then this, and this should be pretty much game over. Can't really see how they're gonna deal with this. The tiger even has trample. Yeah, they can't even triple block and kill my big guys here, so... And double blocking this will mean that they lose 2 guys anyway. Well, at least they are trying. Now a Gearseeker Serpent isn't gonna be enough. Because I have these Death Touchers, and I mean they can eat one of my guys, but of course I will attack with everyone. Because they will have to kind of make some jump blocks here too. They have to jump block like 2 of my 5-5s. They can eat 1 of my 5-5 and then they will take 4 damage. They will be left at 1 life here, and they will have only 1 creature, and I will have still 4 attackers, each of which will be lethal. And of course the Death Touchers are kind of nasty for them. Even the Gearseeker Serpent can only trade with them. They have a potentially only, but now they have 6 mana, but they haven't played a land yet. So if they have 7, they can have like a Welding Sparks. But then they need another blocker, or yeah, they need 3 total of blockers or removals. Alright, so that worked nicely. Yeah, this Rich Scale Tusker is definitely a very good card. So I saw the same artifacts. I mean, there is this P-Foul, and then there is this Weldfast Monitor. So is there a reason to play even more? I don't really want to play the removal for this, because this will still draw a card for them. But do I want to play like additional appetite for the unnatural in here? I don't know. Is there something I want to cut? I mean, the Eager Construct might easily become just... They have 1-3s here. They have this 2-2 that trades so that they get a card. I mean, of course, I will basically lose almost all of my early plays here, but I don't think the 2-2 is gonna be very good against them. So I'm gonna actually play this appetite here. I mean, I have only 12 creatures here, but at least all the 12 creatures will be relevant in here. Don't see there's a reason to play the Puzzle Knot or even this. I mean, I guess that tampering makes me able to attack through the blockers, but it's kind of situational. They may easily be on the aggressive. They may be the aggressors here, so I don't want to play some kind of falter effect here. Okay, I think I'll do it like this. And well, let's hope I have a good curve here again. So 3 lands, a 3-drop, and a Wilding Sparks, Monstrous Onslaught. This is not a good hand by any means, but they mulligan to 6. I think because I have this, I mean, if I draw the mountain at some point, I can play this just as a 3-mana 3-3, it is fine. I can maybe play these things, these will be very high high impact card, so I'm gonna keep this. I would be happier if one of these lands was a mountain instead, but I think I have enough good draws here to make this a playable hand. Okay, that's one artifact I didn't see earlier, but I think I sideboarded in the other. Didn't I just sideboard in them? Come on, another of these artifact removals. I think I did. That was the because I cut the 2/2 artifact creature. Well, that is interesting, but at least if I draw the malfunction, it's gonna be able to. I'm gonna able to cast it. So yeah, only play I can make is this. So let's play a 3/3 trampler. At least opponent mulligan to 6, and they don't have a very quick start here, but they might just be holding those Gearseeker Serpents, and they are gonna win me easily if I can't apply any pressure. Well, that was a nice one. That was certainly a card I wanted to draw. So now I'm kind of, if not all set, I'm. That they made a mistake. I mean, they shouldn't really tap this guy down. I got a 3 point of damage. So the Serpent is gonna still be problematic here. Definitely will be. They can't really cast it yet, but next turn it's okay. This can. This comes with flyers. Okay, Rhino is good. I'm gonna. The thing though is that I can actually. Yeah, next turn I can double spell if I want to, but do I want to still play the Onslaught? I mean, it doesn't make much sense, I don't think, here to play the Rhino, because that's the only spell I could be playing. So I will actually play the Tusker right now. And I don't think I'm gonna offer a trade in here. They will be left with one. Or maybe I am. I mean, well, I guess there's no hurry to do that. I want to see if they have the Serpent now. I'm guessing they have a Serpent now. It costs 4 mana. Well, now it costs 3 mana, so that's pretty nice. So here we got it. And I cannot, unfortunately, I cannot make the... Well, what is the my sideboard tech coming up? Well, that is sweet. I mean, I would like to double spell in here, of course. But then I can't make any kind of an attack. So now I'm gonna just enjoy my sideboard decision and get rid of that guy and attack for 10 damage, in fact. I don't... Well, I mean, I guess they can jump block, but that's fine for me. They can still have another Serpent, but still that was amazing. Amazing draw there. They do have another. Yeah, they play 3 mana, 5/6. That's pretty nice too, but I still have a chance in here. So they have 2 mana up and all the colors because they have this reason. But I suppose they are going to just tap down one of my guys. And I will have 7 mana. I can't play the Onslaught and something else. I guess I just have to use 2 cards to get rid of the Serpent in here. Yeah, and they're not gonna tap the Infiltrator, I don't think, because it's gonna deal 1 damage to them, so I can now simply do it like this. They have to basically block. And then I have options in here. I can just use the Welding Sparks and then play the Rhino, or I can deal like 2, and okay, I think that's way too good value here now. I don't need the Rhino here quite yet. They are tapped out, so this is now completely safe. So 5 damage, 2 here, 2 here, 1 here. 2, 2, 1. And hopefully they don't have yet another Serpent. That would be backbreaking. That's fine. But yeah, they do have a tapper for my guy, so they are actually currently winning the race, but I hope I draw creatures in here. Tap this, resolves, and then I guess I'm just gonna have to play the Death Toucher. I mean, it would be valuable to have it as a 2/3, but I don't really see how is it gonna get the counter. So let's just play it like this, and now I will have the welding sparks up. Crew 3. Okay, that's gonna be a hard thing to crew. But it's a 5/5 when they do. So they have a lot of good artifacts. Okay, welding sparks. I'm gonna kill the filigree familiar now. Otherwise they're gonna have this. Yeah, they get to draw a card, but so what? Now they can't crew this thing. And they're gonna take some damage here. I mean, I suppose only 4. Okay, so they are thinking at their end step. What's going on? Nothing. Too bad land. I really would have wanted to draw any kind of spell here because this is no. They easily can just. They can easily take over the game here because they have a lot more spells than I do. And they have this 5/5 that can start blocking my guys. So yeah, it was very bad to draw a land here. Because even though they are using, well, now they have also enough mana to perhaps start playing some impactful spells and still have mana up for the pacification array. So I need my high impact spells here. That's kinda okay. I mean, they can use it for this. I actually need my artifact removals now. That would be, yeah, that would be great. Well, I have the Death Toucher in here, so let's see. They are gonna tap the 5/5. Okay, what's this meaning? I mean, they probably have some kind of trick. This is only a 5/5, so I mean, I guess this is the best shot I have to just see what they're gonna have here. Maybe they just wanna block the Tusker to get rid of it. It's possible. If they have a trick, I will have lost the game in there, probably. They can do that too. Yeah, they wanted to just see if I have a trick. Well, not optimal. At least I get to thin my deck just a little bit, but yeah, the 5/5. I mean, they had 5/6, another 5/6, and then 5/5. These are all very nasty for me. And of course, they have 6 lands, and I have 9 lands in here, so I would prefer to start drawing more spells. This as a 4/5 is not enough, so this is actually gonna be slow, painful death for me unless I can draw something. But I do have these artifact removals, so the moment I draw one of them, it's gonna be fine. And I'm gonna attack with this. Now they can still, yeah, I can't do anything at this. And well, at least it was a spell. Because they are at 4, so they have to be careful that I can't attack with more guys than they have blockers. I hope they start drawing lands. I mean, come on, they have drawn 6 lands and they have 20 cards left. That means 14 spells. But they still seem to have been holding more spells. And that is a very good one. I mean, that is... They had to get exactly that one. 6 lands and 14 spells. I wish I had that much. I have only 10 spells in here myself. Yeah. Well, of course I have fetched 1 land, so I haven't drawn that many lands. Still, only 10 spells. Here we have 5, 9 and 10. So are they gonna even start thinking about attacks? Yeah, I need to draw artifact removal here. Or I guess another one of these Tuskers, it might be helpful, but I don't know. Oh, that is not so great. Let's see what they're gonna tap here. I think they should tap the Death Toucher. They definitely should be tapping that, I think. No attack in here. Other than this Death Toucher. And yeah. If they, yeah, now they are. Okay, that's fine. So artifact removal, please. Or just please have 2 lands. I mean, if they have 6. Okay, good. So hopefully the last card in the hand is a land they still have. They're gonna make... No, it's still a spell, right? Okay, well this was the game of them drawing so many spells compared to me that it's very hard to... Even though I got close to dealing here lethal, if they have just spell after spell and I don't draw that many spells, it's gonna be tough. I mean, I think I have 2 artifact removals in the bottom half of my deck, so that would be helpful. Alright, they get this thing here, so now they have also a clock, so that's pretty... Okay, well this is good, but problem is that I don't have any answer to this flyer now, but still, I get at least 2 life here. So let's see what they're gonna tap. Because now I can actually attack with everything, and when if they make the caravan... Okay, this is actually good. Yeah, because they're gonna probably have to make the caravan a creature, and then they actually... That would actually win me the game. Take this. At least they're gonna have to block with the Windkin Riders, I think. Yes, they do have to block with it. Now, finally I drew this. This is so important now. So you can try to block now. And if they're gonna do that, I can just kill it and they don't have this Infiltrator. That was perfect. Actually, now that they actually die here, because yeah, I forgot that this is gonna make the 4th damage, I mean 1 damage, so all of my guys are now lethal because of this ping. They have only 2 blockers here. Wow. Well, I mean, I sideboarded these things in and I helped my deck, so I guess it was time to draw one of them. So yeah, sorry I was whining a bit because I was somewhat frustrated, of course, because of them having so many spells drawn in this game. But well, eventually my deck wasn't able to pull out the victory there. So great. I'm just a human after all, so I can get frustrated when things don't go my way. And I try to avoid that as much as possible, but I guess I can improve on that. Anyway, 3-0 result. I think the deck was quite nice. It had quite a few high impact cards and enough removal to stay in the game to drop those good 5 drops and things like that. So I think 3-0 wasn't such a unexpected result for that deck. And as you can see here, there is 17 more hours only for this draft, so I will probably have a few more of these, and well, then I have to maybe move to Premier drafts. Anyway, thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.